Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. I'm doing a bit of an Idris tour today. We're looking at the Idris M in-game, which is part of sort of Fleet Week that's going on. This ship flies around and docks with various stations in-game, and you can see the interior of it. Now, the Idris M is the military variant of the Idris, which has the big old railgun on the front of it. So the sort of idea of the Idris is that it's a bit of a military carrier. It can carry like three-ish Gladius, and I say three-ish because you can fit load more ships in there if you want, but sort of as standard it's sort of like have 3 or 4 Gladius and a Argo MPUV, which sort of is the little snub assistant craft. But yeah, I think this is going to be such an interesting capital ship. And we just sort of walk around and we just sort of talk about what we see. We've got some areas for like suits and escape pod areas and things like that around the ship. And I might get a bit lost because it is quite a big ship. Couldn't get into the missile room, unfortunately. This missile room is either not finished or it's you know, it's a military room. And I'll have a quick look at the signs as I go around, but I'm sort of just going to be talking. It's going to be a big stream of my thought as we walk around here. Got the medical sort of bay here. I'm assuming it's going to have... I assume that is a Tier 1 medical bed or facility, and there'll be a variety of Tier 3 beds, as you can see here, so like 5 Tier 3s and 1 Tier 1. We know that obviously medical gameplay has changed a bit, and it's going to keep on evolving, so bear that in mind with respawns and all that sort of jazz. But the ship's also a little more bare than it would be normally because, well, NPCs aren't walking around in the most appropriate way, but also there's not really many props that are filling out the sort of ship. And we've got some escape pods and sort of turret access as we go around as well. And we're sort of like on the main deck for the most part. I do go around in circles somewhat, and we've got another one of those sort of like airlocks and suit locker areas. And this is where I came in with the docking collar, but we're going to go and have a look at the mess hall.
What's this way?
So, I've got the captain's quarters around here. Okay, and we've got sort of like a bathroom area that comes off the side of that. So, this is a bathroom that I believe is adjacent to the mess hall. But this is sort of like the main sort of public bathroom area, or, you know, washroom area. And we've got the actual mess hall. And you look at it and go, that's actually quite a small mess hall. Now, it's a military ship, and obviously not everyone's going to be in the mess hall at the same time. Also, I do think the crew requirements for the ships have got a bit smaller. But if you go into this bunk room here, you'll go, well, actually, that's a reasonable amount of crew. So I do think you're going to be able to run ships like the Idris and the Idris M with maybe like 12 crew sort of thing. I think that will give you a nice mix of a little bit of engineering,
That's about everything.
Get the bridge sorted, get the guns sorted, and then beyond that, yeah, more engineers are good, more marines are good, more people doing more tasks on board are going to be good. If you want like dedicated extra crewmen, but I'm thinking sort of like maybe minimum 10 to run ships like this, and then really you're wanting like at least twice that. But the ship is pretty big. There's a lot of NPCs walking around in certain sections of it, but they're sort of more just experiencing Fleet Week, shall we say. They're sort of... oh, this is their sort of... I just ran across the top of the hangar there. This is in the hotfix build as well for 3.23.1. So a little bit less in the way of desync and lagging. A bit more performance because they got rid of the debugging. I'm just going to sort of have a bit of a wander. There's lots of little areas that I couldn't get into. I couldn't work out to get into the brig area. Coming up to the top now of the ship, going into the main bridge. And, oh, there's a nice T-posing captain there. Or pilot. Is pilot or captain? We've got the sort of hollow table there. I assume that's the main captain's chair. Lots of UE military just in their spacesuits. But that Idris M, pretty bare. but it's very close to being in the hands of players, in my opinion. And we do know that it's supposed to be released, the Idris P anyway, when Squadron 42 is released.
Yeah, okay.
Is it it might be the P and the M? I forget. It's definitely one of them. I think it's both. Maybe. So it's going to see if we can get the elevator working here. Obviously, look, there's loads of little stations on the main bridge because there are cool. Sort of remote turrets as well. There's a big spattering of manned and remote turrets across the ship. And obviously that big railgun. But you can get up to the bridge in a couple of ways, obviously, by the stairs or the elevator. This sort of more central elevator here. I still want to find this sort of hangar and some of the other rooms, like the main engine room. Let's just have a run around. Okay, the briefing room's over there. A mess hall's over there. Okay, so this is one of the cargo areas. I believe we can actually take an elevator down to the main hangar as well. So this basically have your supplies for your daily needs of your ship, but also the supplies for the ships that are now below me. So let's go down to the hangar. And yeah, we'd bring down supplies and components and that sort of stuff to fit out whatever ships we've got on board. And so the idea is that this ship can comfortably fit 3 sort of light to medium fighters. It's got 2 though. I thought it was 3. I might be wrong. I mean, you can fit as many as you want in here. Let me say that. I thought it was supposed to have 3 as standard. It looks like it's only 2. So, oh no, there's definitely room for another. But is it supposed to have another? That's the question. Is it supposed to have 3? Well, at least 2, probably 3. And there's an Argo as well, which is under here. Yeah. So we've got an Argo under there. We'll have a look in a minute at that. And I think the gravity generator's there as well. So, above us is the pilot rest area, I think. Sort of I say rest area. It's where the waiting room, the ready room. It's where they're getting ready to go on mission, or they've just finished a mission. They sort of come back here before they get into the ships. When they get out of their ships, I believe, is the idea. Grab any of their gear, put any of their gear in lockers, do a bit of training while they're waiting, that sort of jazz. I don't know what is up here. Okay, we're back on the sort of main deck. Gotcha. We'll have a look at the actual captain's quarters, because we went near the captain's quarters last time, but we didn't actually go... we might not be able to get into the captain and the XO's rooms, unfortunately. Okay, so those doors are closed, unless I'm just being a dum-dum, or I've 30k'd. But if I had 30k'd, it would tell me that I've 30k'd, and it would reconstruct the server. And hopefully the Idris would still be here. So let's see if we've missed anything on this deck. Control room. Okay. So where's this actually taking me? You see all that. It's obviously quite highly detailed with all the sort of components and everything that's going in. I say components. I haven't actually seen, as I've been running around, any of the main component sections, like where you'd repair them. But I suppose that it's mostly going to be capital components and more in the engine room and that sort of area, but not entirely. So this is the other side of the hangar, and that's the sort of control room where they're sort of guiding the ships out and bringing them back in and that sort of stuff there, and telling you what to do. I believe that's the sort of thing behind it. Let's have a look at the Argo down here. I got some more turret access. So yeah, there's a spattering of turrets around the ship. Obviously, it is a military ship. Even the P version, the Idris P, is pretty combat ready. It just gets rid of its railgun and some of its military sort of loadout, which you can, you could put a railgun on it again. You could put the Idris K laser kit and that sort of stuff on it if you wanted. Okay, so we've got the gravity room here as well. I wish it was... So I like the fact it's spinning at the least. In the Squadron 42, one of the trailers, there's an amazing looking damaged gravity room. But there's quite a lot of depth to this room. I use that word to troll people now. But no, so yeah, if you disable the gravity generator on the ship, that would be quite annoying for the crew. Obviously, coming through the Argo Bay or infiltrating via the Argo might be a cool thing to do.
I really wish I'd eaten earlier.
Right, so I had a bit more of a look around the ship, just looking for bits that I hadn't seen before. There's the armory here. It's a bit bare bones because... and the firing range, because there's no sort of props added. There's no, like, loads of weapons or whatever. We've got some more escape pods and sort of escape rafts here. Some stations, assumedly, to launch those as well. But yeah, there's a lot of sort of escape pods near you, wherever you are on the sort of ship or EVA sections, places to leave the ship, that sort of jazz. We haven't been to the briefing room, which is where the magic happens. So there is supposed to be a reasonable amount of crew being briefed at once. So yeah, you'd be getting a holographic briefing here, or just a briefing from a person shouting from a podium. I think that's pretty cool. I really like that. Watching a movie night in the briefing room. I'm really liking they put this in game.
That is epic.
So, also found the engine room, and I think this is sort of one of my favourite areas to look around. Just, I like the feel of being scanned, or dangerous materials potentially being like pathogens or whatever being zapped by lasers or whatever. Here, oh cool! I did not realise this was going to be coming up and down. So what is it? Sort of nuclear materials that needs cooling? Is that the idea? Something like that. Okay, that's pretty cool. There's nowhere sort of... I suppose you want to be able to defend this part. I was going to say, there's no rooms coming off here, really. But you want it to be super defendable, because it is potentially a very critical part of the ship. And I think that's kind of it for the Idris tour. There's probably a room or something I've missed, but I'd really like to know your thoughts on what you think about the Idris. And have you been on the Idris tour? Are you having problems finding the fleet? I'm having problems finding the Polaris in the wild. But I'm sort of interested to know what you're doing in-game. Are you enjoying Fleet Week? Are you really looking forward to getting an Idris in-game? Obviously, there's Idrises on sale during Aegis Day. So if you're trying to get an Idris or a Javelin, good luck to you. But yeah, tell me what you think in the comments below. And check out Beam as well, which is sort of eye tracking, which uses your webcam. It's compatible with Star Citizen. There's a 20% off sale at the moment using code Star Citizen. Links below. Use my link below because it will help support the channel as well. And we've also got the delightful NordVPN, which is a great VPN to use. Oh, it's the best darn VPN to use because I use it. And it gives you great accessibility and privacy and securities on the interwebs. And yeah, use the code, well, go to the website, nordvpn.com/BoredGamer, or the links below. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your May and Fleet Week, and yeah, tell me what you think in the comments below. May in Star Citizen is about fleets and Fleet Week and flying with friends, and we've partnered up with Lunar Wolves, a Star Citizen org, to give away a fleet of ships. Commenting on any of my videos during the month not only gets you a chance to win a Spirit C1, but also a Constellation Andromeda, a Vanguard Sentinel, and a Corsair, courtesy of Lunar Wolves. They'll each be going out to a different winner chosen randomly from the video comments. But wait, there is more. Sign up to the Lunar Wolves recruitment page, link down below, for a chance for even more ships, including an RSI Polaris with lifetime insurance and a Hornet F7C Mark II. Winners of those will be selected randomly from eligible org signups. Lunar Wolves welcome all that share their passion for adventure and love of Star Citizen. You can learn more about them on their org page or at lunarwolves.org. If you would like to further support our channel, please like, subscribe, comment, share these videos. And if you'd like to go the extra mile, and I would love you to, please consider becoming a Patreon or clicking that join button under my videos. It goes a huge way in allowing us to make daily content and keep the channel going. You'll get some exclusive content from that as well. Anytime Zin and I can actually put it out, as well as help evolve the channel with polls and suggestions and that sort of stuff. Thank you so much for watching to the end, and have a great May. It's going to be a good one.